EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed.
180! Sit hot! Sit hot!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Absolutely nobody through there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
180! Finish up!
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Alpha, 180! Finish up! I got him! On me!
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave it with a 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here. Purdy. his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Gets this one to Morris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Hey, middle. Switch.
On the option right is Jackson. Down the right sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Third and goal.
Jackson. A quick hitter complete. It's Morris. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
It's now 4th
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down, here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And it's blocked. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Still fighting for more. Still going. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Niners 7, Ravens 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd down and 8.
Go get him, go get him.
Jackson going to throw. Morris fighting. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Purdy off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
3rd down and 10.
Get set, get set.
Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Morris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
180. Sit hot. 180. No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
What a shot! Go ahead.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Purdy is set up to throw it here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Braden Van in punt formation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now 2nd and 3. Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Get set. Get set.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six, a Raven touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my plate. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Ravens 23, 49ers 7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Final play of the half. Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Completes to Kittle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw again. He's got room at the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Jackson now. The short throw caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on.
At the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's Jackson. It's caught outright by Graham.
Jackson's
Only
pass.
able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 10.
180. Sit up. Hey, report. Go ahead. Middle. Sit up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ozzie, sit up.
Jackson. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Purdy. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him, AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1.
Yo.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on.
And Jackson throwing once more. That is incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted. But he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. For these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. Touchdown, 49ers. Alec Pierce, 65 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 26, 49ers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general and the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Go.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go ahead. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now Jackson. A complete once again to Watson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Sit hot. 180. 180. That's up. 13. Sit hot.
Up the middle they go. It's Graham. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
180. 180. What a shot. Sit hard.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's got it. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On for the Ravens field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and the two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They got 29 yards that time.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about throwing for it right now. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Get set.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Or even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really showing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
21-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
18 ready. 60 back.
Now Willis. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Baltimore, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.